Hello, this is Vulturefire, and today's run is going to be a run that I think I have actually mentioned doing a few times, but I never actually got around to recording, which is Zhibo's Aggro Leech list with Caitan. So, sorry, clicking open the wrong things. Gonna get that one. That may happen, that won't. That might happen, that might happen. So, this is a Caitan, wrong list. This is a Caitan Leech list. So we're using Caitan's level 10 passive to draw Toxic Cloud every single turn. And then beyond that, our goal is to generate mana with these so that we can afford to use Swamp Spirit. And we have a lot of draw from Hunter's Instincts because then we should basically always have enough debuff types. So that's kind of the core, these are kind of the core elements here. We have Swamp Spirit, which will upgrade ASAP. We have Toxic Cloud, which is going to let us ensure that we get Leech every turn. And then the card pool, as you might expect, we have some stuff that's just kind of here. And we have various mana cards. We can use Forbidden Rites because the idea here is that we'll apply Leech to the Shades and then they'll die pretty quick. And we'll heal back. Tyrannical Focus, of course. ICU Revelry, Precarious Draught, Predator's Focus, various mana cards, you know. I think Secret Cache was probably added before it changed. Or just because, like, he wanted to have another mana card. Or I put it there because I wasn't thinking. Regardless, I don't think it's a card that this deck actually wants. I'm trying to think what we would rather have instead. One note here is that the deck does not have other spells, or you'll notice these are all skills. And that is because the deck is trying to avoid actually picking up extra... the goal of the deck is that we are just entirely using, whatchamacallits. We are entirely using, we want to make sure that we draw a Toxic Cloud every single turn. So, cards are chosen accordingly. Honestly, I think Forbidden Crystal is a great inclusion, because it's just a bonkers card. That sounds reasonable to me. Sure. Okay, let's go with that. We'll see how it goes. I played this deck once, but it went very well, so, you know. And that's got to be, you know, one result is enough, I think, to conclusively state the value of a deck. So, some notes on this particular idle combo. In Mushroom Forest, or on this deck and areas. Area 1, we want to go Mushroom Forest because we want to be able to potentially get the permanent Leech ranks from the Mushroom card. Also, the Idol of Blight drops a poison card that's okay. We also want to go Crystal Valley because there are a number of debuff matter cards there. And then obviously Fetid Coast is not optional. Those all seem fun. And we're only doing it up through run because this is not on beta. Okay, so that card still seems super risky to me, and I'm not a fan of Weary Concentration. Zhibo likes it, but I really do not. I'll take the extra, the backup mana. All right, so we don't have Vessel of Blight, but we do have these fights. This is a Caitan list, but it's not really a turn 1 list. Mr. Renewal is probably fine. Voidquake may also be okay. Does apply a lot of debuffs, but I think we probably want to go this direction. I would actually really like to hit a Cruelty Elite if we could, but we can't. But I would take, I think, either of those, so I should go through here. We are going into Bay later, so, and we are not a turn 1 kill deck, so I might take my precious Void Hardened Skin. One of those cards that I'm just always in the market for. Doing it this way so that we can get out extra value there. So, you'll notice, like, we did a solid, that was like the worst possible card for it to have played, of course, but we did a solid amount of damage here. And, oh right, the other thing is, we get value from being Caitan because that means that we get the burn potentially. Or in this case, we didn't actually get to keep the burn, but because we are Caitan, we got to avoid losing. We got to get rid of purity by just playing temporary cards. And this deck doesn't have a ton of those, but oh, the other thing is because we will be shuffling the deck every single turn because of how this works. So sometimes we'll get weird things like not seeing a specific card for many, many turns in a row. Demonic Greed is honestly kind of odd. Oh no, because it gives out a lot of burn. That's the main reason to have it. This is an unfortunate hand, I would say. Honestly, I don't think I want to do that. I think I would rather like leave the Leech here so we can heal after the hits. We don't have a way to get rid of that. Yeah. I didn't expect to start getting overflow on mana this easily. I want to do that. Another debuff there. Let's see if we can get this kill. We can. And that's not quite going to be lethal, but it should kill on enemy turn. We don't really need more mana right now, so I think we're going to take Cold Calculations. The card that we're really looking for is Fetid Bait. That's the pool card that would be very, very useful if we could find it. I'm trying to remember. I know there are options that I just am not super... I don't think about a lot that we can get from some of the other items there. It's just I'm so used to... Way back when, you would be running like 6 mana cards in your starting deck, so you would always take the bottom option. We are actually going to try and kill these guys because attacking them will give us a thing we want. And we are the sort of heartless monsters who are like... who are willing to choose violence. Powerful doesn't actually do that much for us, despite being a Caitan deck, which is interesting. So they are going to hit us, but the Frail is going to reduce how much they heal. And they healed more than 10 because... Or they healed more than 5 because of the lifesteal. Oh, alright. They still have enough Leech, so that'll kill. Oh, it didn't quite. That's fine. Looking for... I don't really want to use that because I want to risk ending up down on health. I'm too lazy to count. That'll do. It's not really what I'm looking for, but that's fine. The poison redraw cards, actually, we could have pivoted into that and just like played that over and over again, but I think that's worse. I think being able to just play out whatever is better for us. And we want that. Honestly, I like that. Yeah, because freezing prevents the that one thing. And yeah, sure enough, we have already hit our deal damage with Leech target. Cleanse is annoying, but we can deal with it. Now we're going to be super doomed, which is better than being actually under doomed. So we definitely want to play that. I think our play is we do this. And then we do that, which should draw us mana. Yep. Let's get that out. Alright. Got Shock out, which is just an added debuff. We didn't get the kill there, but we got pretty close. Like I said, I found this deck to be surprisingly consistent at just spamming out, at just cheesing out wins relatively quickly. because Swamp Spirit does a lot of work, and we're going to upgrade so it does even more. This is a good card, but it's difficult to get working to start with. I think we would rather do Mana Font. That seems fine. And we're up, so that upgrade is actually not, we definitely want to upgrade Swamp Spirits first, because that is our main damage engine. As far as cuts go, it makes some sense to cut the focus, I think. I know, like, this is an expensive card. We do have several expensive cards, so I don't quite want to cut things, cut mana, especially because it gives us our first reroll token. But it would make sense to me if you did. We could go here. Shocking Grasp is okay, but not particularly spectacular for us. And we don't want Conductive Bolt, so I think we're just going to go here. We dash through. We do not have an outfit. Oh, we do have an outfit, so we don't care. We have an outfit that's pretty good. That's the other thing. We don't care about the strike damage, so it would just be like the 8% evade, which is, I think, worse than the mana per turn. Oh, this would also just kill if we had summoned whatever, which is convenient. But I should have done a thing that I didn't do. Let's just delete you. You're going to take a little bit of damage here, but shouldn't matter a ton. Absolutely, we just want to do that. So that also gives us a way to get rid of Idle Stones, I should mention. So we need to get more Leech on that one, on this guy. Also, we should, if we had Burn, we would have just gotten the kill there. But I didn't think about making sure we gotten Burn on that. A first card off the top, which turns that on. And there's the fight. I'm actually now thinking if that's actually what we want. I think it's better than another Demon Greed. So the downside to it, the reason that I'm a little leery of it, is it does have the problem of, like, it can get rid of debuffs we want to have. So even though we're playing this every turn, like, the upgrade on this is relatively minor because it doesn't give us extra whatever. Oh man, I love to see all of the extra mana per turn. So you got 4 extra mana per turn without growth. Oh, I should have done that first. That was very dumb of me not to. And now, gonna end up kind of punished for that. Let's do that, because that potentially will solve our problem. All right. Let's get a lot of Leech on you. Let's go see if we can delete you. Not quite. Alright. We're going to take some damage here. And we're going to explode. But, wow, that was way more damage. I didn't think about how much the Death Spores was going to do. Actually hurt quite a bit. Yeah, Death Spores into Assault Wisp is no joke, huh? Alright. So now we can do this. Oh, I guess we still... Well... But yeah, so fetid bait would let us get enough extra leech that we can feasibly get out value from whatever. Unfortunately, the plated will stop us from getting out poison with Toxic Cloud, but what are you going to do? Answer, not get out poison with Toxic Cloud. I'll do. Book of Potential doesn't do a ton for us. I think we take... Painful Ray has that problem of being a spell that we could draw. Let me just take the decreasing mana. Book of Potential... Like, it ups our poison count, but that's basically all it does for us in this list, which is... It is weird to not want that powerful in a Caitan list, but that's where we're at. Let me just get Curse out. I'm thinking for... I need to be thinking for more than 0 seconds about popping that on turn 1. Alright, we are going to explode here. We don't have any extra leech, unfortunately. Like I said, we need to find another AoE leech source. And unfortunately, there's like one. We are on... we're on fetid whatever or bust. Oh, that was dumb because we can't actually get enough status out there. That's perfect. You're going to die momentarily. Alright, that doesn't actually draw us cards. Just in my head it does. Let's delete you. I know that gives powerful out. Do we delete you? We can. Alright, that'll do it for the turn. You're going to take some damage here, but, you know, we're down to 2 Lower Blossoms, which is good. This is a lot more incoming arcane than it looks like because of whatever, but I said we weren't a turn 1 deck, but we are, you know, picking up speed fairly quick. We're going to see if we can get you to explode a second time. There we go. And then there was one. We're not going to play enough other cards here for that to do anything. Alright, that seems fine. We do explode once, but... we do upgrade the... I don't know, I'm kind of ambivalent on whether we upgrade the Toxic Cloud next, because, like... Alright, that's gonna completely strip purity. Can't really use that, I think. Mana Cycle is fine. Let us loop Toxic Cloud, potentially. I think I like it more than Forbidden Rites, although mana is really not our problem right now, but I think we could probably cut the focus. I like having the emergency evasion, I think, especially because we are going into Bay later. See, like, that upgrade is just not what I'm looking for. I may upgrade the Haunted Memories, so they're just better at what they're doing, because we are playing them a lot. I think that even more justifies cutting a focus. Alright. So, we don't have any of the enemies here that drop. Yeah, it's these big guys that drop Mortal Rend. I don't think we want Mortal Rend. It's only like 30 base damage, which isn't actually that much. But Arcane Screech could be good because it doesn't mess up our strike draw. Ray of Frost is pretty good. Can't really can't super leverage it. We're gonna start one of these two. I'm trying to think. We can get Arcane Feast off semi-regularly. Your cards don't do much for us. We're not really scared, but like we can't take those. Well, we can take Swift Adaptation. Swift Adaptation would be good. Like our odds are pretty low. I guess 1 in 4 either way. I think Swift Adaptation is the one that's going to do more for us overall. I think I'm actually going to transform that. And then just, yeah, that worked out pretty well. No point using the evasion here because we're gonna be fine. Also, it's a good thing I chose that one because it was about to cleanse, so. Have to do that first. All right. Gives us back plenty of mana. There we go. Not the card we're looking for. We'll just take the mana. We don't really want it, but we can't not take it, so. We get the other cards are worse. Guess we may as well do that, because we know we have that. Make sure we have burn on everyone. Get some curse on you. You're gone. Doing that gets us another detonation, which seems fine. And I figure we may as well evade now because I don't think it's going to matter again. Although I guess it could. But I don't think because the front two aren't going to attack I don't think any of them attack next turn. And there's a very good chance that this ends up being the final turn of the fight. So. Like, there is an argument to be made for just, like, doing whatever over and over again. There's an argument to be made for wording my brain. Alright, you're all dead. There's not really any way for us to get extra defense here, is there? Because, like, if we do this and it goes wrong, I guess we're getting blown up either way. Although, yeah. We do take 15, but that's fine. Tyrannical Focus is very good mana, but we don't really need more mana. And we can't use Blazing Power. We don't have enough whatever for that. That's actually not super useful to us. And Enchanted Hammer's okay. I'm going to scare it because it was sleeping. We're going to get Stony Nap, which, it's okay. Potentially buys us a turn. I think we convert the infected focus is just after this turn. It's always going to be a relatively small amount of whatever. I think I do just want to get that set up. I want at least some curse on you. Okay. And that will almost die, but should die next turn, no problem. I should do this so that all the burn goes on that one. So it's like, that was what, 12 times 8 is 96 damage, which isn't bad, consider that's fixed, so we get to ignore weak, we get to ignore all defensive buffs. Just nothing but value. It's fine. Take that evasion. You're going to take a tiny amount of damage here, but largely irrelevant. Frenzied Rage seems okay. That's actually really good, because I believe that that does now on this patch work with this. That'll just give us Crystallize, which is just extra debuff value. I guess that is a way to get. We could upgrade that if we just want to get additional Leech. It's just a pretty upgrade all the time. I don't know, like Leech is kind of a problem. That's the upgrade that most helps us with that. We should just go ahead and upgrade the Toxic God. Save us the mana every turn. And I think we do cut. I also think Predator's Focus is a little harder to use than Infected for this deck. And I think Fortress is easier for us to deal with than Hunger slightly. And these are the same fight. Otherwise, those are the same fight. So. Also, yeah, it looks like I was indeed correct, and it does count. We do indeed get the crystallized value. I mean, we may as well. We end up super fatigued here, but like, so. There's no downside to taking another turn here. Like, the only possible downside is we don't do anything with the turn. And it turns out we did something with the turn. May as well evade. Curse will. Oh, we could have just played Commanding Spirit to win. Didn't even think about it. So I would say that the whatever was worth it. Ooh, that's good. Because we don't have to care about, that's evasion and hidden. And we do not care about hidden on enemies, aside from giving them a 50% crit chance, but that's canceled out by all the evasion we get. Man, can you imagine if I could remember for 2 fights in a row that I needed to play, I needed to activate that immediately? Wouldn't that be nifty? We are about to get frozen. But we're also about to freeze all of our enemies, so. I think just nuking one of them out of existence was the correct play, but it's kind of arguable, since we do get AoE value. Oh no, our shield. We should hammer something. All right. Oh no. Bet. That's what I think. I may actually be lethal. Yep. Fetid bait. We found one. Can we afford to cut more mana right now? I don't think so. I don't want to. We just picked up another expensive card. Zhibo and Malistral, if they're watching, are just like, yes, of course you should cut a card. You should cut a card because you were given the option to cut a card. Alright. Alright, so this fight. Yeah, do you want to do that? Alright, we are going to have to deal with this curse, but I'm sure it'll be fine. No, our evasion. That was temporary anyway. Okay. Yes, I am misplaying. It's not important. I don't want to talk about it. We do get to get rid of this. I do want to do that as well. Take curse damage, but we could take damage here, but we are hidden, so we do have a decent evade chance. If we draw into that one thing, we just immediately get to wipe out whatever. So the first two debuffs here are weak and frail, which we can safely not have. Should have gone with curse. For some reason I thought, oh, it's relevant. Oh hey, we finally drew the card that I said was really important. I'm going to hammer it, even though it can result in taking damage. So, what this card does is it gives Leech 1 for every Leech the enemy has, and when upgraded, it's only 2 cost. And so, because this dork had like 6 debuffs, it applied like 6 Leech. And it's to all enemies. So if we play Toxic Cloud and we play that, we get several Leech, I believe is the technical term. That'll do. Hidden doing work. Lamau, get dumpstered. Oh, it also triggers Leech twice on everything. I should mention that. I should use that at some point, but maybe we'll use this because I feel like this is going to be like our penultimate turn anyway. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is just going to give us the evasion that I was looking for. Give me a second. Alright. Done complaining about that. Forbidden Rites is okay. I would normally go all in on Arcane Search here, but I don't actually want it. Increasing Conflection is fine, but... You know, we'll try Increasing Conflection. I don't think it's actually what we want, but... seems reasonable. If we're going to take it, we should probably upgrade it. No, we're going to upgrade Fetid Bait because I want to be able to play that consistently. You can always hammer out, whatever. Try and figure out how many events we can take. Looks like most events is like 3. We do have to fight our way through the rest of the area. I don't hate having Turn to Gunk. That seems like a fine card to have. Dead of Night seems okay. I am a big fan of Corrupted Font, but we don't have any cleanse. I would like to have, like, especially going into Cruelty, I would like to have this Clear Focus. So we're going to start here. Oh, whoops. Messed up, but it's fine. Recover. Let's go Curse, and then let's do this. I think I'm going to choose not to take extra turn here, so just guaranteed evade. Because I'm lazy. Is already mostly over. No, we already have burnout, so I don't even need to do this really. But I can. So close. Oh, got him. I think it's the first time I've remembered to actually use that. Nope, we have to take another Fetid Bait. Like, of all the cards we can have, that is the one that we need the most. I was hoping to get an upgrade. No luck. Okay, so all these cards, it's like I'm considering cutting. I don't think we actually want 2 Leech Swarmings. Now that we have 2 Fetid Baits, I don't think we need 2 Leech Swarmings. Because, like, this is less Leech than Fetid Swarm. Then we want to do this. Force the reshuffle every turn. We're going to get a little bit of poison here, but not a ton, honestly. Alright, cool. That was exactly what I was hoping to see, because it'll kill, yeah, that sure. Maybe we'll get this evasion. Bye. And then more damage. Oh no, not our evasion. Not our temporary evasion. Got him. That's useless to us because we don't actually have any shield. I mean, that would be a way to get shield, but take Thunder's Focus. I'm not here for the draw that trips Opportunist. That seems very bad for us. Take a shot. Do a shot every time Pulsar Fire forgets to use Haunted Flask. And that should kill. All problems solved. That's also very good, but I just want the Dead of Night. Because hidden, like, I think the only thing that could possibly kill us is Baelator. And Dead of Night is fantastic in turns against Baelator. Actually, let's get that out. Yeah, sure, we'll take another turn. Normally I don't think that would actually be that good for us, but because we have all this extra mana per turn from whatever. Alright, so we are going to deal with a bunch of summons here, but we are pretty good at doing AoE damage. Especially, again, with the fetid baits. That's annoying. Although, that makes it better. Should have done that sooner, but also I should have done that first, because then we would have gotten Leech for whatever. All right. I want to get 5 mana out of this, which is why I'm sequencing it the way I am. I'm just going to do that. Unfortunately, we cannot evade Arcane because we don't have Delicate Bracers, but fortunately we don't have any buffs that we care about, so it's kind of irrelevant. playing the, in case it wasn't obvious, playing Command Presence there just for all the damage. Because I would like to be able to play it again. I have plenty of Leech built up now. Because Fetid Bait is very good. We actually do want to hammer that. Being completely honest, I'm not totally sure how we ended up with shield again in the first place, because I could have sworn it all got eaten. I don't think I have any ways to get it back. I didn't think I did. I think Fetid... Oh, or it doesn't matter what I do there. Immediate reshuffle. Not really what I was hoping to see, but... Explode again. Twice. But again, we don't really have anything that we can lose, so... I don't think there's an endurance card that gives us shield. What do we have to give this shield to? Well, maybe I'm just wrong, we didn't actually use up all our shield. You guys gonna explode on death, which is annoying. Oh, that's how we got shield. Duh. I was hoping for arcane. Maybe we'll do that. I don't really want that. Could just take this. Could take the other card here, but what do I want this reroll? We want the reroll token for that. We can use reroll token for not removing anything. I think we were cutting the Hunter's Focus. I think we take that, we cut the Hunter's Focus. I mean, damage dealt minus 20% is basically nothing. We do some arcane detonations. So I think it's a case of like no downside versus some upside if we don't already have anything. Got the Hunter's Focus. Don't actually, like, I kind of took it out of habit, but it's not actually that particularly useful for us. Upgrade the Fetid Bait. And then, dupe. Realizing now that cycling this is not going to do anything for me. On account of, whatever. Alright, one problem down. Although I really shouldn't focus on that one because that's like the only one that can't hurt me. The burn on these guys absolutely can do a number on me if I let them get to their burn tick turn. Which is a decent chance they get to. Alright. Oh, we did cut the increased deflection. It's done nothing for us in any fight. And I don't think, and it's never will. And we have an evade that I'm not too worried about outcome here because even if we take all 4 of these hits, yeah, not a big deal. Honestly, I kind of forgot we were still holding on to that because it hasn't been relevant. Alright, so we're only going to eat burn ticks from one of them, so this shouldn't be too bad. Like, we'll probably lose a bit of recoverable here, but eh. Neither of these are super exciting. I'd rather just have that because we can get the hidden and the burn and the evasion out of that. So we get one more auto reward either way. Question basically just actually get 2 auto rewards if we go this way, so I guess we do this. May as well do that. Oh, right, we also have that to give us shield. That's probably actually what gave us shield in that other one. And that's why I couldn't find it when I went looking, because... Alright. They're going to steal all of our mana, which, very impolite, I would say. And they're going to freeze us, and we're going to take damage. Fortunately, it is exactly enough to break our shield, and that's it. Which is, I would say, manageable. Okay. I didn't want to hit fatigue when we were already fatigued, and we're going to frenzy turn. Oh, I guess there was no point going mana there because it's going to get stolen anyway, but... It just does not matter. Because regardless of what we do there, shuffle. Should have played that because could have gotten a kill. Oh, that one still dies anyway, and this one might die. Nope, close, but no cigar. Oh, should be able to get the kill here anyway. I have a hunch. Boop. Let's go clear focus. Let's make life that little bit easier. Oh, we also didn't get a removal that fight either. I'm so used to like having removals that I'm not taking. I don't think I skipped a removal there. I think I just didn't get offered one. How embarrassing. Okay. Get her mana stolen by these jerks. Oh no! Hammer that. Doesn't matter, but it makes me feel better. Do that, because if I can stop this guy from eating my, from freezing me, that makes life a little easier. Drought is slightly less of a concern just because, like, we're going to shuffle, so. This would love for us to immediately get eaten by the Leech proc when we're at full health. I think we can stop ourselves from getting cursed here. Heroes, mana thievery. Get back most of our health. One of these I will stop shuffling a deck of cards that I know is audible on the habits. You know, it's habits. Got some. This is all pretty mediocre. Take that. Doesn't do a ton for us. None of this does anything for us. Like, technically the mana gain on status trigger could, but I think it is lower value than, whatever. Let's remove increasing affliction. This is not a relevant card. One rush to remove one card. We ended, like, we lost recoverable health in, like, a handful of fights here, right? So, basically nothing. realizing that I've kind of messed up because like I want to pop. Oh, that is very good. We don't need to evade because we have hidden. Easy. We have a lot of crystallize, which, you know, doesn't do actually a ton, but makes me feel good. And yeah, we'll take the frenzy turn. This is a little risky because we may not find hidden again this turn. But we have that, so... And we did find hidden again this turn, so... The concern was irrelevant. And we're getting a next turn, so... Concern was even more irrelevant. I think we're going to stop this turn. I don't think we're going to frenzy again. Like, we could, but I'm not going to. But I could. But I'm not going to. But, to be clear, I could. But to be even more clear, I'm not going to. Do I want to go while I have these guaranteed evades? I just want to go ahead and take them. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a health threshold here where Baylator changes actions. Because normally turn 3, this is not what Baylator does. I don't know exactly how that works, because one of those things where like I only started noticing it fairly recently. Alright, we actually do get to get rid of this, which is nice. More hidden, more evasion. You never know when you'll need more hidden. It's all the time. That's when you'll need more hidden. And now we have guaranteed evasion, because the hidden is only 50-50 shot. Actually, I kept reading that just because it's... Save that for, because may as well have it for if we get value out of it. Oh no, we're doomed. We're doomed. Lamau. This damage is trash. I don't want to play those because we explode. I don't want to explode. Alright, you haven't found Swamp Spear in a few turns, but that's okay. We can just take turns. Not a fan of that, though. That makes it harder for us to actually play out cards. I mean, but we still can. We shouldn't, but we can. Fortunately, we don't really have a ton of incoming here. Like, we have some incoming damage, but... Alright, and we didn't get the arcane follow-up there that would have been pretty obnoxious. We would like to find our cleanse card here, but... Alright, that should do work. I don't think that actually kills, though. If we can find any Leech trigger, that'll do. So yeah, that is Zhibo's aggro Leech list. And like, I'm pretty sure I'm not playing it the way that he would, but you saw there, it's just like, it's a weird list. Because it's one of, I would say, the least Caitan lists I've ever played, including Caitan. It's just bizarre. The fact that it's a Caitan list that doesn't care about Vengeance, doesn't care about Powerful, doesn't plays one spell that doesn't deal any damage. What are we doing here? We're not winning on turn one. This is just such a weird list. But it works, as you saw. So that's going to be it for this time. I will see you next time. Until then, toodles.